Hello, guys, and welcome to another game of the Console Gaming League multi-tier tournament brought to you by ConsoleGamingLeague.com. But my name is Pickles. I am y'all's production and one of y'all's casters tonight. With me tonight is also Chef. I am bringing you a diamond match between, let's see, we have Easy Sports and Tactic Esports. Both of them have a 3-4 record. This is a potential playoffs game for the for both of them because of how the diamond tier is structured. We do have some great gameplays come to you guys. Make sure you hit that follow button. We'll have some more gameplay and we'll bring them in. Joining me is Chef. Chef, take it away.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this Week 8 match versus, we've got Easy Esports and Tic Tac Esports, the Tier 3 matchup. Both teams coming in at 3 and 4. Playoffs are definitely still on the line. And it looks like we've got Easy Esports on the defense starting off here. We've got Squanchy Sauce on Roadhog. We've got Liberty Player on the Fair. Hasifras on Mercy. Endgame is playing Liana. Oh, All Out War is on the Orisa, and Main Heartless is on the Bastion. Looks like we are coming out with a Moira Goats comp from Tactic. And our initial engagement coming out, we've got Spare getting some good poke damage going in on the main tank line of Tic Tac Esports. Heartless there on the Bastion is putting in some serious work. Two and the mech on Scapulito of Tic Tac. Pretty good first hold here.
It's interesting seeing them. Oh, we see Call Call 55 or Call on switching onto the Anna. Beast runs over on the Lucio, Crazy Creeper on the Zarya, Catfish King on the Reinhardt. And then we have Slapito and Slimy finishing it up with the Sombra and McCree. They're trying to push through, and they really have the hit scan for them. Tactic. Ooh, we have that Justice.
Justice brought out by Liberty there and taking out the Reinhardt and getting an extra cap on the Ghost Slimy on the McCree. You know, they went off that Goats comp really, really quickly when they realized that they weren't going into a Goats comp themselves.
I'm wondering if they knew that that the meta changed on the patch. Goats is not as strong as it once was. Throw yourself a nice Reaper in there. You know, it's just things have changed now.
You know, I'm telling you, there's a hack on the Bastion by Scapulito. That is hack. Takes him out of his sentry form into the turret form. Oh my goodness.
And it looks like Main Heartless is able to melt down not one, but two, but three. Actually, a few of them with Liberty play on the fair. Filipino, they get that hack off on that the Bastion. That did help out there for a minute, but not so much. We do have... They're still sticking. We do have Filipino switching off to the Widow. Speaking from personal experience, it's a really good Widow.
I'm telling you, this little bunker comp they've got going here is very hard. Another barrage from Liberty. Picks up 4. That's a 4K.
And
they have got to do something to shut them down.
Call got the sleep on. Oh, never mind. Never mind. They giveth and they taketh, is what they say, right?
Yes. So what would you do to get past this Bastion? Because they are just set up in a bunker back there. They've got Mercy rezzing anytime anybody falls.
So, there are two things you could do. You could do the sensible play, which is have the Junkrat, which is what we have not seen yet. We haven't seen anything bust down to be a buster. There's no spam. Oh, and they finally got him down, though. The second one would be a run unconventional content. And
Ghost Slimy coming out with a high noon.
Hasifras was able to get that res on Liberty. And it looks like
that is a huge fire strike from Catfish.
Tactic got the point. The other one could be Symmetra with the turrets and her teleporters. Very good way to do it.
Yeah, teleporting behind them and just rushing them all en masse would be a very, very good play.
Schleppito
I
was
think they
yanked
finally...
by Squatchy. We do have
And
super turret coming out.
now we've got the tank from Heartless coming out. One. Picking up Crazy Creeper on the Zarya. You know, the one thing that I'm not seeing from Tactic, and maybe this is a choice by design, is that they don't have really an aerial threat or anybody really to, other than go Slimy on the McCree to contest the Pharah. I would pick up a D.Va here in my own personal play. Liberty seems to be getting a run of the play here as on the Pharah.
We're sitting ducks. Get this moving.
And as we look, we got 3 ults coming up online on the side of Tic Tac, and we've got, looks like 3 up now, almost 4 for Easy Esports. There is another massive barrage and a huge anti coming in from Endgame. Sclapito does take out Hassifras for the kill on the Mercy, so no res is available at the moment.
And I'll let you know, Chef. His name, don't know how to actually properly pronounce it. Played with the guy. I say Schleppito, the other who say other things. I don't know. I'm just gonna call him Slimy. Schleppito. We do have a graviton bomb coming
there's a
out
grab.
in there. We got they were able to get.
That is a huge grab.
They wasted how many ults? They used how many ultimates there? 2? I believe. Oh, and Schleppito was able to get the Pharah.
Sleep in on All Out War, but she is woken up. Supercharger out from All Out War. And Schleppito is wreaking havoc right now on this Mercy. Hassifras is being left out to dry.
And they were able to get to the
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Oh, and Slimy got not 1, 2, 3, but 4 with his tactical visor there.
And he also helped take down that Bastion out of his tank configuration, so that is a massive loss of a very good ult. I think they solved the Easy Esports puzzle.
Let's up the tempo.
That is a decent sleep on the Mercy. Oh, there's a huge shatter coming out from a nanoed Rhine. Catfish is absolutely
folks at home.
melting.
Because just so you know, I worked really hard to bring on instant replay. I should be seeing it in a few moments. See that nice wrecking ball. That nice slam come in.
Огонь по готовности.
I'll feel that in the morning.
And it does look like Tic Tac will capture with about 30 seconds left, 48 seconds left on the time bank.
Initiating match.
So guys, at home, in the chat, what do you guys think about the game so far? Feel free to follow me on here so you know when we get your next games. I'll be streaming some more in the future, especially with playoffs coming off soon. But it was a great push by Tactic Esports at the very beginning, getting all 3 points all the way through. We'll see what they run on the fence. What about you guys in the chat? What do you guys run on here? What do you guys run on Iconwalk? What do you think they did great? What should they change besides the pronunciation of names? But that's just us. What do you think, Chef?
Well, I mean, I think they solved the puzzle there at the end. I think getting the sleeps in there was good. I think the switch off to the soldier was what really made them get the push moving forward. That tactical visor is very, good at keeping aerial threats at bay and just not having to really aim so much because it's an automatic lock-on with your pulse ammunition there. So coming out here on defense for Tactic Esports, we got B Shrine on Delucio, Crazy Creeper on the Zarya, Catfish King on back on his Reinhardt. Calls is on the Mercy. Gold Slimy is on the Soldier, and Schlapito is on Ash. I'm going to butcher that name all day long.
Damn it.
We've got a bit of a brawl breaking out right now here on the first point, and it looks like the Tactic is going to try and swap around to get the high ground, giving up a little bit of space, but having the tactical ability to shoot down on people. Fire Strike in from Catfish King, picks up 2. Getting that all important Earth Shatter ready to go. Charging from All Out War, he is getting beat up, but the heals are coming through from the Coalescence put out by Hassy Brass. And, like, there will be a res gotten off for All Out, or Alls. It looks like Lucio's trying to stall the point out here for Tactic Esports. He gets stuns and he gets dropped in a hurry.
Objective lost.
That was a rather quick take of point A here on Eichenwald by Easy Esports. Pickles, what did you think of that first push there?
I thought that my microphone is kind of low, according to the people I had on the chat, so let me fix that in a moment. Okay, so, it was a great push. They were able to get them really stalled there, really get them unable to really defend. We have an Earth Shatter coming in, and
huge
we have a self-destruct that is not going anywhere. It was stuck.
And now Tactic is pushing them back to their spawn. That is a massive push. I think they are going to be running the Zenzigos here on the side of Tactic Esports, and that switch off from the Mercy to the Zen, probably one of the best moves that they have made here so far as first match, or first map of the evening here. Tons of damage coming out, tons of healing going out. This may make Easy Esports into a bit of a sitting target, but it looks like they are mirroring it with their own Zenzigos alone. Matching grabs here. And it looks like Schlapito does get the kill out on All Out War on the Rhine. You got a Transcendence out from Endgame. Keeping up his players on field. There's a bomb coming out from Liberty, picking up the Zarya. Zarya was very fed. Quick and decisive changes on the parts of both teams here. Now we're looking at an all Goats match, a Zen Goats match, which is my favorite iteration of Goats to run. I think the Discord and the Transcendence are just invaluable into pushes like this. Oh man. There's so much going on right here. Tactic Esports has the tactical advantage, if you see what I did there. And they have pushing on there. They're going to stagger out.
Ha ha!
Liberty on the baby diva. So quick stagger, and it's going to take them a bit longer to restack and recontest this point here on the second point of Eichenwald for Easy Esports.
Defense matrix activated.
Now it looks like Scapito here on the Diva for Tactic Esports is using the high ground to just lay havoc into Easy Esports. That is a decent shatter. And it looks like Easy Esports has dropped the Brigida in favor of a Moira. So now we're kind of running a different version of Goats. They don't have the stun ability available to them with the Brigida Shield Bash, so maybe knocking people out of ults or stunning them out of using their ultimates or cooldowns. They're going to lose that, but they're going to pick up a lot more AoE and focused healing from the Moira there. And here comes the crab sound from Sanchi. That is a massive and a counter charge. Oh, there's a 2K from Schlepido, picking up 2. Maybe too little too late as Tic Tac Tactic is cleaning up the point. And a very well-timed boop coming out from B Shrine, taking the Hanzo of Liberty player off the edge and into the drink.
Brigitte at your service.
Looks like we've got more changes coming out from Easy Esports. Azifras back onto the Mercy, and now Heartless is onto the Junkrat. We've also got Liberty player coming out with the Pharah again, since there's really not much to contest her with other than Schlepido on the Diva.
Get through this.
10 seconds remaining.
10 seconds left. They've got to get themselves to the point. But it's going to be to no avail as Tactic Esports takes the first map of Eichenwald by 3 points to 1.
Play of the game. Triple kill.
Reinhardt plays since I'm a Reinhardt main. Very well played. Nice pin out of that grab.
All right, guys. Tactic does come in with a first map win over Easy Esports. Phenomenal gameplay there, especially with the self-destructs coming in from Schlepido and from everybody all around the Tactic side. We'll take a break and be right back. All right, guys, we are coming back, going into the next map, which is going to be Busan. Tactic Esports does come in with a first map of victory over Easy Esports. We'll see if they decided to run a different composition on this map. This map is going to be a King of the Hill style, so you guys in the chat, feel free to let us know what you will run on this game this map. Personally, I love some Metro on here because you can put our turrets anywhere. But we'll be coming back in. We do have Chef here. Chef, what do you think they're going to be running?
Ready.
Well, we saw a lot of changes out of Easy Esports, so they seem to be running less conventional compositions right now. They did run an iteration of Moira Goats and Zen Goats. I think that on the side of Tactic Esports, they seem to be running a lot of
5,
Goats comps, so we shall see what we shall see here.
round 1. Capture the objective.
And an early pick from Scapito on to that is a early pick on the McCree there. And it looks like Tactic Esports is going to come and try and claim this first point here in the Sanctuary. After winning the first map, 3 points to 1, and a massive anti-heal coming in from Ana, but it looks like they will take the point. Easy Esports will take or Tactic Esports will take the point here on Busan at the Sanctuary. Sclapito is getting a lot of value out of her Widowmaker right now. Test right now coming in from Easy Sports. They seem to be pushing very hard, but Sclapito once again taking Liberty player out on the McCree. That is a huge anti and nano from Tactic Esports onto Catfish of Tactic Esports, taking out 2. Sclapito is just being uncontested on Widowmaker right now. I think they need to get somebody in there to contest Widowmaker, or she's just going to have a feast on this map here. The sightlines are so good for a Widowmaker here, or an Ashe, or a McCree if you're looking at it from down the sightlines. They've got to play behind their shields. High Noon out from, and Hiron out from Liberty player, and he takes out Crazy on the Zarya. Hammer coming out from All Out War. And it looks like Easy Esports will take over this point here. With Tactic getting 85%, getting on the first point here. As I look up from above here, it looks like Tactic Esports is going to be coming in from the left side, trying to use the high ground to their advantage, and playing behind the shield of All Out. Catfish. There is a tire in that sound barrier to save Tactic Esports there. Massive bomb coming in from the slimy. This kill feed is lighting up all red right now, as Tactic Esports does a very clean retake of point A here on Busan in the Sanctuary. Easy Esports is going to have to try and recontest soon, as it is up to 95%. It's time to light the fires. Shutter coming in. Massive grab coming out from Crazy Creeper, picking up 3. There's a hammer out from Catfish King, and he picks up 2 in the resulting charge. And that is a very convincing first map win here on Busan from Tactic Esports. Schlapito is just lighting people up. Catfish King is hammering people, and his Earth Shatters are just lights out better than those from Easy Esports. What kind of changes would you think that you'd like to see from Easy Esports here, as it just seems like they're getting outclassed right now?
I feel like they need to be deciding to run some different compositions. Like, they really need to contest the Widow on Schleppita. They need to really start putting out more consistent damage. So, for them, they need to find the, I guess their, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know. It eludes me sometimes.
Their mojo.
That's the word.
They need to find their mojo.
Capture the objective.
It seems very vanilla right now. And I want to see some spice. And we've got a contest up here on the top of the bridge over here in the mecha base. Squanchy Sauce has brought out the Roadhog, maybe to perhaps yank a person or two with his hook. Three go down to Go Slimy and Calls. That is a very quick take of the second map here, of the point here on the second map of Busan, the mecha base. Tactic Esports seem to be flexing their muscles a little bit, and I'm not sure if Easy Esports has any answers right now. They seem to be a little bit lost in their team compositions, not necessarily settling into one composition here. And once again, Schleppita here is being uncontested. Up now, we've got a contest from Liberty player on the Widowmaker of Schleppita. But once again, the kill feed lights up all red, and Liberty does the better part of Valor and jumps off the map to not feed anymore. Ult charge into Tactic Esports. You know, I would want to see dive here. If I was trying to troubleshoot this map, you know, maybe a Winston Rhine combo, you know, to get the vertical threat along with Liberty player on the diva. Oh dear. Dueling diva bombs. And Liberty player does get one, and this is going to hopefully be a contest and a take. It's lighting up blue. And there is a take from Easy Esports.
To the folks at home, I know I have a replay of a replay and a replay. That's because I accidentally hit the button too many times.
It absolutely happens. And we've got a... that is a decent shatter. We've got a rally put out here by Main Heartless. We're getting that extra armor here right now. And Catfish King, or I'm sorry, All Out Wars shield has gone down. He's on very thin ice here. And it looks like they're going to start cleaning up the kills here. Providential boop from... a very staunch defense at their point there here on Mecha Base here in Busan. You know, it looks like we've got 4, almost 6 ults up for Easy Esports. There's a quick bomb coming out. Picks up the Shrine. Hammer picks up 4. And a bomb coming in. Picking up 2 from Ghost Slimy. Definitely a well-played Diva Bomb into that shatter from Goatfish or Catfish King. And it looks like Tactic Esports has retaken the point here at Busan, and it looks like they're going to go and try and spawn camp. There is a massive grab. It picks up 3, 4. And we're in overtime now. Tactic Esports is on 99%. That is a missed opportunity with that first shatter.
Pass into the unknown.
Transcendence come out from Calls. Liberty player on the Hammond is wreaking havoc right now, trying to contest the point as best he can. Getting a kill on Crazy Creeper, and mines have come out from that. There is the D-Mech on Ghost Slimy's Diva, and deep into overtime, Easy Esports recaptures the point here on Mecha Base. They invested quite a few offensive ults there, but I think it was worth it there. And they all rotate down to the point to try and contest this on the point. Soundberry out from B-Shrine. Bomb coming out from Ghost Slimy. And now we have a Whole Hog out from Squanchy Sauce. All out Brawl has come out. There is a massive shatter and mines moving on to the point there. And Easy Esports, unlikely winners of this second point. On Busan, we are tied up 1-1.
1-1. Ready for
The alt economy seemed to favor Tactic Esports. Easy Esports got their ultimates online in the end, and that ended up winning them the point outright. And with the overtime timer was so low already from the first contest, there wasn't much time left on it. What do you think about that, Pickles?
I think I need some more batteries. Back to you, Jeff.
capture the objective.
I will talk all day. So coming out again, we've got Shalpito here on the Widow.
I'm only saying that because my remote control disconnected 3 times in that match.
Oh no.
So I couldn't talk.
No, it's absolutely fine. I will talk all day, like I said. Shalpito, once again, this is kind of reminiscent of the match we cast last night with a player taking the upper ground, but the difference from last night and this night is that Liberty player on the Hammond is wreaking havoc with Tactic Esports, and he is not allowing anybody to get any easy kills from a position of high ground. Early coalescence out from Sassy Frass, and that looks like it is going to be a captured point for Easy Esports. That was a very impressive first take. All-out brawl. And it looks like Tactic Esports here has learned their lesson from running the Widow. A bit has swapped off to a Reaper. Early shatter from All Out War. He gets pooped out of the way with his ensuing charge. There's a grab out from Crazy Creeper. Bomb in from Ghost Slimy. Picks up nobody, unfortunately. Massive hook there from Squanchy Sauce onto the Diva. Taking the Diva out, killing her outright. Liberty player is cleaning up and smashing people as Wrecking Ball there. Otherwise, we call him Hammond. Now it seems like we have a difference here going on with Liberty player being just a massive nuisance to this entire Tactic Esports team. Working on the Reaper. Tried to be sneaky and got a couple of hammers to the face. There's an early shatter from Catfish King. And we've got mines out from Liberty player again. Massive shatter coming out of All Out War. He gets immediately taken down by Ghost Slammy. That was unfortunate because he had it lined up for a massive 3K there. That is definitely a unfortunate offense for Easy Esports there, as he had the shatter and he had the charge lined up and he got booped out of it and taken down by the micro missiles of Ghost Slimy. We've got ultimates coming up online here on the side of Tactic Esports. We've got a whole host of them. And this is going to be a very difficult retake indeed for Easy Esports. Grab comes out from Crazy Reaper. Oh, it is a 4K double ultimate kill down there between Ghost Slimy and Schleppito with a Death Blossom and a self-destruct. There's not much you can defend against that. And as we see, we've got Tactic Esports already passing 50% on the capture of point 3 here in Busan, the downtown area. Quick shatter out from Catfish King. We've got a sound barrier and a rally out. Also a coalescence on all 3 supports down. Huge shatter coming out from All Out War. Is this going to be enough to turn the tide for Easy Esports? That was a very, very convincing taking of point, of the 3rd point there. Not sure what B-Shrine was thinking there, dropping the sound barrier at the very last second. Maybe enough to try and contest. Now we've got a late contest here. 99%. We are into overtime. Now we've got a bomb coming out from Ghost Smurf or Ghost Slimy. Nothing happening there. We've got Whole Hog coming out from Squanchy. It is 3-1, and it does not look like there's going to be very much to contest the point. We've got B-Slime or B-Shrine trying to recontest the point here. We've got Moira, All Out Paul contesting with that. There is a massive shatter out, killing him, and there they go. Easy Esports takes Busan 2 maps to 1. Goodness gracious, there's a lot going on there, and I got a little tongue-tied there, folks. Sorry about that. But a lot was going on. That was definitely a very entertaining match, and I pretty much had them out of it, but full credit to Easy Esports coming back and just letting them have it on maps 2 and 3. And from a Reinhardt main, that is a ton of damage block from All Out War. I don't know about you, Pickles. But
With that being said, guys, we will be right back. That was a phenomenal gameplay by Tactic and Esports, Easy Esports on the map. We do have 1-1. We do have 1-1 between the two. We'll be back in a few minutes with the final map being Temple of Anubis. All right, guys, we are back. We are coming into the final map, which is Temple of Anubis. Temple of Anubis is a first point, capture the point, go on to the next point, capture that point. This could either be a very fast match or a very long match, depending on how it can be played out. Different comps have been ran on here. You can run Bunker, you can run Bastion, you can run Symmetra Tor. We'll see what can be ran. But last match, we did see Esports come out with the 2-1 victory over Tactic on that Busan. Phenomenal gameplay, though, from both teams, especially with their ultimates and utility. Coming in, we will have Chef tell us what he thinks about what they're going to be running. Chef?
Well, I mean, it's been the unconventional comp today, so I'm very interested to see what
Incoming in 30
we have coming out here. On defense and attack. So it looks like Easy Esports. Actually, I'm sorry, it's going to be Tactic Esports on the defense here. I got to get my notes out here from in front of me. So we are going to run a standard 2-2-2 here. We've got B-Shrine on the Lucio, Crazy Creeper on the Zarya, Catfish King on his trusty old Reinhardt, and the Hipster coming in on the Mercy, Todd 2 times on the Junkrat, and Schlepido on the Widowmaker, which we know can be a very deadly proposition here. And it looks like we are running a sim strat here from Easy Esports. They're already on the point, and they're giving them all they can handle right now. And Liberty player taking out Torpedo here in the first. Pins coming in from both sides, no takeouts right now. Catfish King has got himself into a corner here with Symmetra and everybody else in the corner there, and that is a very, very quick take of point A here at Temple of Anubis. That sim strat, you said you love Symmetra, I love Symmetra. Whew, that was a very clean, fast take from Easy Esports. Unfortunately, Easy Esports does go down to Shapido that has moved over to the McCree, and we've got a tire coming out. Todd 2 times taking out 2 with his tire, and a very quick cleanup of Easy Esports. They're going to have to go back and hit the drawing board again into this defense here on point B.
At your service.
And now it looks like Todd 2 times, after getting that initial rip tire, has switched over to the Brigida. We've got a bisecting Symmetra ultimate here. That is the very clever way of putting it, because you can fight and pop on both sides. There's a sound barrier coming out from Liberty player. The hammer coming out. Catfish King gets the pin on Liberty player. We've got ultimates galore online, and there's a grab coming out from Crazy Creeper. Cleans up the main Heartless. And now All Out War is taking out Todd 2 times on the Brigida. There is a massive shatter coming out from All Out War. Pin coming in. It is an all-out war here on the court now. We've got Rally coming out from Endgame Papa. There's a High Nude coming out, Deadeye coming out from our Schlepido on Tactic Esports. There's so much going on right now. And a massive Graviton Surge coming out from Squanchy. Squanchy picked up 3 in it. He's getting the kills that he needs here. Crab coming out. 3 to on the point here, 5-1. Another Graviton is almost online there. And now Hassicraft pulls out the Coalescence, taking out 1, 2. Oh, there's a massive shatter coming out from the Catfish King. Schlepido comes and saves the day with his and the hammer and stun. He's stunning and fanning the hammer and just taking everybody out here. That was a lot going on there in the space of about 45 seconds. Both teams are just having their way with what they want to run.
Don't worry, my friend. I have your shield.
And now we've got a massive push here. They just about have 1 point here. Liberty player bringing out the sound barrier to buff up everybody's armor and health there. We've got a Doomfist now. Doomfist has been sighted on the second point of a couple of moves. And he is starting to wreck a little bit of face here. Slapido on the Hammond and Todd Two Ways on that Doomfist have been taken out. Here is another another sound barrier put out by B Shrine. They finally get a tick here, very shred by just the skin of their hair. They have got. And there's nothing to do. He has a massive off the picking up another tick. Oh, there's a quick contest there at the very end. This might be the end here. And unfortunately, using that old unfortunately cost them a C9.
Score 0.
Wowzers.
Switch.
Easy Esports taking both points with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left in the time bank.
Initiating.
Very staunch defense there from Tactic Esports, but in the end, not enough. So now what we need to see here from Tactic Esports is 2 full points, or this match will go in favor of Easy Esports 2-1. I'm kind of hoping to see, I'm really excited to see what's going to come out from Tactic Esports as far as their opening salvo on offense. Pickles, what do you think there?
I really hope they run Symmetra and Bastion like they did the other night with a certain team that we saw streaming. That was a very good defense. They were able to hold it
Ready for
on
battle.
that comp. So we'll see what they decide to run.
So coming out here on defense for Easy Esports, we've got Squanchy on the Roadhog. We've got Liberty player on the Pharah, and we know from Eichenwald that Liberty can absolutely wreck face with the Pharah. She gets very quick barrages. Looks like we're going to run a bit of a pharmacy with Hassifrass supporting that Liberty player. Endgame is playing the Ana. We've got All Out War on Orisa, and Main Heartless is pulling out the Bastion.
2, 1. Attackers. Defend objective A.
And as our opening salvo here goes, it looks like Liberty player once again is already a third, almost halfway to her ult with that barrage. That is going to be massive juju for Tactic Esports. Bit of a rear guard setup here for Easy Esports as they are setting up more in the back and giving up the little bit of space here from the top podium on the right here, as they feel like they can contest better back, can hold the offense back better from this back third of the map here on the first point of Anubis. Bastion and Orisa are definitely putting some work in, and there goes Liberty player taking out Todd 2 times on the Brigida. A very quick and clean first hold for Easy Esports. I'm definitely think they're going to need to get some kind of hit scan coming out from the side of Tactic Esports, and Ness, it looks like now coming off of the Brigida and onto the Soldier. Solpedo has switched off, so he's definitely going to be trying to contest the fire. Oh, that is an early Barrage picking up one, picking up his main nemesis in that Soldier Slapido. And as you look right now, Liberty player already has a third of her barrage again. Heartless on the Bastion taking out the Catfish King in that Reinhardt, just melting his shield down, just wrecking face with it. Here comes a res out on Liberty player after the Hanzo, after Todd 2 times took her out. We've got a minute 50 left for them to take point A here. And it looks like they've got a definite bunker comp set up in the back right here. All Out War is pushing a little bit forward to get poke damage in on the rest of the team. We've got 3, almost 4 ultimates up. 5 ultimates up on the side of Easy Esports. And now it looks like we've got 2, almost 3 ultimates coming up on the side of Tactic Esports. It looks like they're trying to take this upper ground approach again. And Liberty players just not having any of it, looping people off. And making sure there is the... Taking out 2, Barrage again from Liberty player. They don't have an answer for her yet. Squanchy Sauce getting the hook and pick on Catfish King. Hashfrash bringing up the, rezzing up the Ana. And Heartless taking down the Hanzo of Todd 2 times. This is a very well set up defense right now. And I am wondering what they need to do. I'm wondering if they don't need to do what you said, Pickles, and pull out a Symmetra and maybe even pull out a Sombra as well. Something to break up their rhythm that they've got going on right now. That is a quick kill on the Catfish King by main Heartless. He just absolutely took care of Reinhardt's shield and just melted him on the way in. And now we've only got 30 seconds left. We have got almost 5 ultimates up on the side of Easy Esports. And it looks like almost 4 on the side of Tactic Esports. Something's going to have to give here. It's going to be an ult fest here in about 20 seconds, I would say. Oh, he got in behind the shield, took down. Barrage coming in. It does not work. And now we've got Dragon Strike coming in from Todd 2 times. And now we've got Tactical Visor coming out from Slapido. He picks off Squanchy Sauce on that Roadhog, and now it looks like they are going to clean up this point. They dropped enough ultimates. It took everything they had, almost. What a take, what a gutsy play there by Tactic Esports. That is crazy. And now with 3:45 left on the clock, let us see what Easy Esports is going to do to contest and hold back this push of Tactic Esports. It looks like Liberty player has swapped off of that Pharah and now has gone to a Diva. The low ceilings here are not very conducive to power play, as I have learned 1 or 2 times myself. Early take coming out from main Heartless, picking up 1. It is now 4 people on the point 4 Tactic Esports, and it does not look, they may not be able to get back. Huge shatter coming out from Catfish King, and that is a take of the point, and in just a few seconds they went from being almost down and out to being slightly ahead of Easy Esports in the time bank department. That was a very convincing point 2 take. What are your thoughts on that, Pickles?
I'm still not seeing my girl Symmetra. That's what I'm trying to get at. But besides that was phenomenal gameplay by Tactic, especially using that going behind them. That is an uncommon move that many people don't really expect. So strategy has been really been focused around them. So we'll see what happens this time around with Tactic running it on defense, and let's see how they can hold it.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Well, it looks like they're going to bring out a Bastion of their own here. on the defense for Tactic Esports. Shlapido is going to be playing on the Ash. We've got Handy Hipster on the Mercy. Catfish King, as always, on his very trusty Reinhardt, with a beautiful shatter there to ensure the take of point B there on Temple of Anubis. We got Crazy Creeper on Trusty Zarya and B Shrine on the Lucio.
Defend objective A.
There's only like 20 seconds separating these two teams right here. Basically, a mirror image of what we've seen all match here. I'm hoping to see something unconventional come out of Easy Esports here. Something to get them behind, something to get them out of position. But it looks like they have taken the right side here, and they are going to go ahead and go up. No heroes lost in either side yet.
I wish us as spectators could spray.
And I'm a little bit confused as to what Easy Esports is doing here, as they had the high ground and they decided not to go to it, and now they're going back to the high ground. Very different kind of take here. I guess they faked it one way and faked it the other and faked it again. But you've got Shlapido on top, just raining hell down on top of them with her little Winchester. Quick res coming in from Passifras on the Catfish King to bring up the Reinhardt again. Todd 2 times taking out Main Heartless on the Lucio. There is a huge pick from Liberty Player taking out the Handy Hipster. However, Scorpido does take out Passifras, and Crazy Creeper does take out Liberty Player. The kills are going back and forth. They've almost got 2 ticks here on the second point, or on the first point in our over. I'm not sure if they're going to have time to do one more contest. They might be able to. We are definitely in final fight territory, though. And it appears that we've got 3, almost 4 ults ready to go on the part of. There is a huge grab picking up so many. A shatter coming out of the grab. Here comes Sanctified Richard coming out from Todd 2 times. That is huge. Bomb coming out from Squanchy. Squanchy picks up the Handy Hipster on the Mercy. This could be a very quick take. We've got 6 on the point for Easy Esports, and it looks like they are going to capture the first point here of our overtime bonus rounds on Temple of Anubis. Now they've got 24 seconds to get in here and see if they can snowball it to any kind of progress onto the second point of Anubis. There's a massive grab holding them off the point, and a massive shatter, or a massive dive, and there's a shatter taking down more, incapacitating half the team. And it looks like as we are into overtime right now, does not look like they are going to be able to contest the second point anymore. That is still very good progress here, with only about 2.5 minutes in the time bank to be able to take the first point. Tactic Esports. That was very impressive indeed. So now I'm really interested to see what Tactic Esports comes out here with on the attack, and what Easy Esports is going to counter them with. Because they seem to have a lot of success with that little bunker comp that they set up on the first point of their first defense here on Temple of Anubis. And it looks like they are going to pull the same defense this time. We got All Out War on the Arista. We got Main Heartless on the Bastion. Endgame on the Ana. Hasifras on the Mercy. Liberty Player on the very, very trusty Farah, and Squanchy on Roadhog. And it looks like we're coming out with a standard 2-2 coming out from Tactic Esports. Schleppito on the Widow, B-Shrine on the Lucio. We've got Crazy Creeper on the Trusty Zarya. Catfish King, as always, on his Reinhardt. Handy Hipster on the Mercy, and Todd 2 times is pulling out the Junkrat, which you've seen him get a couple of good tires from when he pulled him out on the last map.
I could use some assistance.
Now this is a very unique setup for a Bastion bunker comp. They have basically taken the very top left of the point and it just set that up as try and get past me, I dare you. And it looks like the entirety, other than Schleppito, is sitting up here on the top of the stage on the bunker comp now. They rotate down to the lower right-hand side, and a charge from Catfish King takes out Main Heartless on the Bastion. And Squanchy Sauce hooks and kills Camping Hipster on the Mercy. And now we've got a res out from Nasty Crash on the Main Heartless. And now Todd 2 times getting a concussion mine onto Heartless and takes Bastion out again. And this is a very quick capture of point A in our bonus rounds here of now we've got infra sites pulled out by Schleppito to see where they need to direct their energies, where they need to focus more, because they've got 1 minute and 56 seconds compared to what Easy Esports with their 30 seconds. This could be a take or it could be a full hold. Massive shatter again and a 4K tire coming out from Todd 2 times, and that is going to capture and win them the match and the map. What a massive play.
Play of the game.
So in essence, he basically got a 5K all by himself there. That shatter coming in and just laying everybody out there.
Is its own reward.
That was great. That was phenomenal gameplay by Tactic there. So we will
Be back in a few moments. We'll have a post-game interview with a few of the players from each of the teams. So stick around and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back with B Shrine 09 and Schleppito from Tactic Esports. I guess my first question is going to be to B. B, how did you guys do tonight? How did you guys feel about playing tonight?
We felt great about playing tonight. We really tapped into this aggressive play style. We executed a lot of the combos and a lot of the play that we wanted to. We got in their faces, and there's a couple things we'll take back to the drawing board for next week so we can go 3-0. But this will do for this week.
One of the
Yeah, I mean, I thought your guys' oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Pickle. Go ahead, Chef. I was
Pickles.
gonna say is I know we saw Schleppito play a lot, and our Chef was had a thought about that, right, Chef?
It's one of those odd pauses here in broadcast that you're never really sure what to do in. No, I tell you, I was gonna kind of follow up on what you were going in there with Pickles. Is your guys' composition seemed to be very fluid when it needed to be and very rigid when you needed it to be. And I wanted to commend you guys for not necessarily staying to goats all the bloody time because it gets so boring looking at it. Parlaying that into my question, Schleppito, you are a marksman amongst marksmans, and as a tank guy myself, I can't aim. I just swing my hammer around. But what is the key to your positioning? What is the key to your getting such a good handle on where they're going to be? Because you started wrecking faces in Busan, and I'm just like, where did this come from? Because you were playing like a Brigida one moment, or you were playing something else, and then all of a sudden here comes Widow, and you're just like, Schleppito or Chapelito, boom, 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 gone. It's like, where did that come from? And I think the people that are watching want to know too.
Well, thank you very much. But it was mostly to do with my team and their strats. Catfish and B-Shrine doing their callouts. They rotated around left side. They just gave me easy headshots. No one was even looking in my direction. I could line them up without any problem. So I'd say it's largely due to your team and working around your Widow or your DPS to allow them to pop off, I guess you'd say.
He's being very what's the word I'm looking for? Humble. This man
Modest.
he's being very, very modest. This man spends 10 hours in practice arena, custom game, and bots running around. You should see his tracking. Yeah, this man, he's being very modest and very humble. But no, I guess we to kind of like close this up. We do have playoffs and a new patch. Well, the patch is already out, but playoffs will be pretty soon, in about 2 or 3 weeks. The playoffs will be playing on new patch, and then Baptiste, the new character, will be out by then most likely. What do you guys think about that? How's that going to change y'all's plans for playoffs if y'all make it?
They're not going to that much. Batiste obviously adds a lot to the game, but I think with a lot of the new buffs and nerfs, there's not going to be a dominant team comp that's going to be set by that point. Teams are still going to be trying to figure things out, and I think that we're going to be very strong in the goals we want to achieve with our comps to beat whichever comp that enemy teams can throw at us.
Okay. I guess sorry. It's been a very long day. What I'm trying to get at is tonight you guys played phenomenally. Y'all did very well, especially on Temple of Anubis with that going from behind, going up, and essentially flanking them from the backside. That was a great outmaneuver for that. Also, the bombs that were coming off from Slimy. You guys did great. As far as us here at CGL, we are pretty much... We're pretty much done for the stream. If you guys want to follow me on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button so you get that notification when I go live. I will be casting more games, especially with playoffs coming soon from all the tiers, from Gold, Plat, Diamond, and Masters and Grandmasters. Finally, make sure you also follow me on Twitter. It's the same thing as Pickles, CGL. Make sure you use your Twitch Prime on me because it will be great. But until next time, keep looking up.